We're recording.
This is some fancy stuff here.
Yo, look at the computer you're on. Like, damn. That's some high-tech stuff right there.
Yeah, I mean, I understood about 15% of what Charles said.
It's all right.
No, it's a lot of information to take.
It's all right. Listen, normally no one understands what Charles says, so you're on the up and up.
You go to hell. You go to hell and you stay there. All right.
I'm already there.
Or like Becky Lynch, the man says, "I'll see you in the cell in hell."
Yeah?
That was just horrible.
Which made no sense. I didn't get that. I'll see you in the cell in hell.
Yeah, she was trying to be a badass, and that's why.
It's because she's dating.
That's why my next future wife, Sasha Banks, is gonna kick her ass.
It's because she's dating Seth Rollins, and his promos are just getting worse and worse.
Really?
Anyway.
I thought Seth had a pretty decent promo game. No.
I think
Seth is the face of the company. But before we go on further, before we do that,
hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the G's for Geek podcast. This is your host, Charlie Radio Williams.
And this is Sean Luc.
And we are joined here with our latest addition to the show, Han, who is our audio technician who will be with our show.
Yes. Hey guys, very excited to be here. To be honest, it's a lot to take in, a lot of information. That Charles is a good teacher, but
we kidnapped him. Me and Sean. Sean got the van. We drove up.
I think Sean said in the first 5 minutes, this is just a jump right in the fire.
Yeah.
We did what I like to call a Criminal Minds.
Yeah?
Criminal Minds? We're not going CSI?
No, we're going Criminal Minds. That's how we got here.
CSI.
That's how we got here.
So we're not doing Law and Order.
No.
We're not SVU in this.
Not SVU in this.
Not at all.
Please don't SVU.
We're criminal.
No.
Wait, what do you mean don't SVU? First of all,
you know what that one's about.
SVU and Criminal Minds are
they're pretty sick.
Yeah, they're pretty sick.
Disturbing stuff.
You can't really like.
Anyway, we are back.
Did we say who we are?
Yes, we did.
Okay, just in case you missed it, I'm Charlie Radio Williams.
And I'm Sean Luc.
Okay, good.
And we're here with Han.
Okay.
Han.
Good. Now, so what were you saying? What were you saying about promos?
For the record, okay, Seth Rollins is literally the number one guy in that company right now. And yes, there are people that may cut better promos, like Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
There are people, but Seth right now is the face of the company. So you have to respect that.
I want him to give the belt.
To who?
I just want him to lose it.
Well, we're hoping he loses it at Hell in a Cell to The Fiend.
As much as I really,
hope so too.
Oh, I love The Fiend.
Yeah.
Yo, that character, mind you, that's a character he built from the ground up.
Oh, I love the build up on the gimmick. I definitely do.
Oh, the Firefly Funhouses? Yeah. Those were amazing.
I do love the gimmick.
It seems like they give certain wrestlers more leeway creatively than others. It seemed like with him, they know like he's gonna knock it out of the park.
That's a Vince.
When Vince sees that you have the creative, know-how to do it yourself, he'll give you the okay. Mind you, all that stuff that was filmed, it was never filmed at WWE Studios. It was in a separate location in Atlanta that he built with one of the biggest horror prop makers ever.
That's amazing.
I feel like this is the first time we're talking about wrestling on the show, even though I know we...
Okay, we've clearly talked about wrestling before.
Oh, we have talked about wrestling.
But not in great detail.
Yeah, I think there's an episode that never got, put on air.
But we have talked about the fact, apparently, you wanting to wrestle.
Oh, so Halloween, I decided that I'm going to buy a wrestling outfit, a legit wrestling outfit.
Are you becoming a wrestler? Like you have a name and a gimmick and everything?
I wanted to grow my hair out, but it's a little too late in the season.
Yeah, dude.
To do a custom Big E outfit. I wanted to go.
You would be a good Big E.
I would be a good Big E.
Because you could dance like him. Can you do a split like him?
I can't do the split. I wish I could do the split like Big E.
Any man wishes they could do the split.
So,
okay.
How much pounds he weighs? How do you do that?
I don't know.
Listen, I don't know. It's crazy. Like that man.
He could pick up a house and then do a split.
But he's one of my favorites. I love his character.
The New Day.
The New Day.
New Day.
Don't you dare be. I went online. I Googled what they were saying, and then I was running around my place, just randomly jumping out my room with the microphone in hand. Don't you dare be sour. Clap for your world.
My apologies. I don't understand.
That was probably the most honest assertion.
In our studio, that was either Alexa or Google. We didn't put her on silent. And
But she told you how she felt, though.
Yeah, she really
don't
did. Like
understand.
that's the most honest reaction. Like she has no idea what you're talking about.
that is the first time I've recorded a podcast in this space, and she's gone off.
That is very true.
Yeah, she's never gone off before.
I don't know. I have one at home. It's weird. You just have a normal conversation with someone, and they'll just start responding. You're like, I didn't even say Alexa. So, like, where you coming from? Like, what's going on?
You know what? I'm glad we're starting to talk about this because one of our first topics that we were going to segue into is a segment I like to call "Are We Ready?"
No.
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 Well, we are ready to talk about it, but
Thank you.
not ready
Like-
for what you were going to talk about.
Are we
that
ready?
makes sense.
Are we ready to talk about what we're going to talk about? Are we
No,
ready?
well-
Nah.
Nah.
So with us having our homes are becoming more connected with electronics that we use, such as Siri, Alexa. I said the names. I don't want them to go off. I don't want them.
They're like
Okay.
they're like needy girlfriends popping up out of nowhere.
Like, yes, did you call me master? Like, so, which would be funny if there was like a Japanese anime version of it, where it's like, yeah.
Oh, freaking weeaboo
guess.
status.
All right. Oh man, I can't pitch that on this episode. All right, later.
No, later,
Okay,
later.
So, with Are You Ready? We're going to something that I was reading an article on is one, as you know, in 2020 or is it 2022?
2030 or something like that.
They announced that they're going to do the first orbital space hotel.
2025.
2025.
It's 2025.
The plans have been laid out. They're showing like photos of what it's going to look like. It's supposed to be a hotel that orbits in space.
Yeah, apparently they took cues out of luxury hotels from Tokyo, New York, Paris, and just started molding it into a space station.
All right, so
100 guests. 100 guests max.
Oh, really?
I'm even afraid to know how much that's going to
but isn't that like with the
cost.
whole Virgin? Like, remember Virgin Airlines or Virgin? The owner behind Virgin, like he was selling like seats for people to go in space.
Yeah.
And that failed.
And I feel like this hotel is going to fail.
And unless it's run by Elon Musk, okay, I think this is going to fail too.
I believe they're working with to use his stuff in Florida.
With the SpaceX program?
Yeah, they may try to use because was there any details on how they're even going to get there in this article? Like how they're going to physically?
It will probably be shuttle,
Yeah.
the same exact way that we get to our space station. Which
Right.
Star Trek status.
Will it be a commercial shuttle? But here's the thing about that. Even for you to go into space, you have to go through training to go into space. So that means to go to a hotel, you probably have to spend, not even the money, time-wise, you have to spend a large amount of time training your body to handle the G-forces
Oh, yeah.
to go in the space. So it's kind of the perfect hotel because you just expend your body wasting all this energy battling G-forces, and now all you want to do is just relax when you get up there.
That makes sense.
It does. It does. Plus, you get the beautiful view of planet side and then the moon. It's just, it's a lot.
There was one thing that they put on there that I will be excited to do if I was able to afford it is the anti-gravity basketball.
Yo, I saw
Run
that.
up on the walls, dunking. Like I would pay. Well, I'm not going to do this, but if I had the money, I would definitely. That'll be it. That'll be my. What else would I care
I
about?
think it's pointless. I think it's totally pointless. I think the whole idea behind the hotel is that the rich are going to be like, you know what? Earth is crumbling. It's the apocalypse. Climate change has gone crazy.
Yeah.
There are zombies. Let's be the ones to escape. Wait, we're not going to escape to the island that's somewhere off the coast. We're just going to take shuttles to space and try to flee to like Mars.
I mean, that's the movie they had. What was it? Elysium? Was that the whole plot? Basically, the rich and the powerful were somewhere far away, and even about Elysium for this space, I guess expedition or hotel, luxury hotel.
Luxury hotel.
They want to normalize space. They want to normalize space travel. I think at this when we were small, I don't know, even me personally, at this time of the 2000, almost 20, I thought we would be in space already. I really thought so. And then
Jetson? Like we
I was,
would be on-
So I think this is what they're trying to do. It's very ambitious. They don't even have all the details necessarily planned out. And like I said, 100 guests, that means the most wealthy and most powerful people are going to go.
And that's what I'm telling you. It's going to be the escape ship for the wealthy.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, hey,
If I had the money, I would do it. I'll set like a panic planet, set a panic room. Just like, okay, when shit goes down, just...
Really? We're not going to do it like the Fifth Element, where it has like a special little opera space and, like everything. You're going to have this little really cool operatic classic into hip hop type thing going on.
I love that scene.
I don't want a
She was
luxury
hot.
hotel.
She was
I
hot.
want DS9. I want a star base. That's what we need.
Yeah.
We need a serious star base.
I just think, like I said, rich and powerful. I think some celebrities actually were able to go into space a couple of years ago. They had to pay like $20 million per.
That was the whole Virginia Virgin
Airlines piece.
airline.
Yeah, they paid $20 million a piece to get it.
Because wasn't one of the Backstreet Boys?
I don't know. I knew it was a load of. I knew it was a load of crock the moment I heard it.
We all know
They
that,
paid the
you know.
Russians too. I mean, I don't think it was even a U.S. thing.
I mean, the Russians were beating us into space for a long time. Well, anyway, so the question comes down to it: are we ready? Do we need a luxury space hotel?
No, we're not.
You know,
Absolutely, they do. We do.
We do not need
You know
it.
why? Well, what should happen is let them do it first. Just like when, before a new console comes out, you don't buy it the first week, right? You let the kinks and all the bugs and all that weird stuff happen,
And
then you get it.
let 100+ people die.
Exactly.
I feel like
If that thing either explodes or crash lands onto
or
Earth.
maybe an alien may jump over. You don't know what's going to happen. Let them do it first, and then we'll jump in later.
I remember after they built the Barclays Center when they was doing the mass hire, I can see that they're trying to hire the staff, which is crazy because once again, you say you get the job, you have to go through training to pretty much be an astronaut to get to this thing. And then what if you're homesick, you're space sick, you're dealing with a shitty hotel guest, or you get fired. Now you have to come back to Earth.
How long does it travel? But is it it's not super long?
That's a good question.
Yeah, you're not sitting there
Get into orbit. I don't know.
I think
I wouldn't know that either. We've never been to space. We've never been in a shuttle.
Yeah, I've been in space. Yes,
The space in your mind.
This one time I had.
Because there's a lot of space in your mind.
This one
in that
time-
head of yours, there's a lot of space.
This one time I had a cookie.
Oh,
I had a cookie.
so you were up there.
Yeah, I was up there.
Yeah, I've seen you when you're up there. You're not here.
No,
somewhere else.
I'm somewhere else. Yeah. So, okay. Apart to being, are we ready? If you watched the recent Child's Play movie, please. I mean, all right, it was a ridiculous movie, but the whole premise is, spoiler alert.
Yes, please, because we don't want nobody watching this movie.
So, unlike the original Child's Play, where there was a serial killer named, or he was a thief who was also a killer, named Charles Ray, who inhabits a Chucky doll through voodoo.
Right.
This one is in, I think it was Vietnam.
Yeah,
it's being crafted in Vietnam or in Korea, and then the person who was working on it, he gets fired, but he does something shitty, and there's a misprogramming. They ship out the toy. A horrible mom who works in a discount store sees that it's a bad return and decides to get it for her son, and the doll decides to make itself mimic what it thinks that the child loves, right?
Okay.
But here's the thing, and this is why I asked, are we ready? Mm-hmm. The company behind the doll also creates home goods and machineries that's connected to everything via satellite. So your cell phone is connected to the doll, but it's also connected to your TV, to your toaster, your microwave, the lights in your house.
Right.
Right. So this killer doll is able to link itself like Skynet to everything.
Oh, we definitely ain't ready for that. We're definitely not ready for that. Hell no.
But how are we not ready for that? We allowed for, let them not be announced,
Allow me to retort very honestly. Because we are already self-reliant on too much on technology. Yeah. The moment technology rebels against us, we will not know what to do.
I mean, we're already being tracked on our cell phones. We know that.
Facebook, they blatantly tell you that. It's called GPS.
Yeah, we're already being tracked. Pokemon Go being tracked.
See, now you just hating.
Oh, first of all, if you play Harry Potter online, you play Pokemon Go, you are definitely allowing yourself to be tracked. Yeah. Tracked by someone. The only good thing about those games is that when you're looking at the GPS on that, it's only your character. Because can you imagine how creepy it would be if, for whatever reason, a bug happened on Pokemon Go? And for disclaimer, I'm saying this, I don't want my house to get hit, because I'm talking about this. Somebody's like, "Oh, Charlie Radio created this." No, I didn't create this. I'm just saying, can you imagine if one day you're playing Pokemon Go and everybody who logs into Pokemon Go pops up on your phone, that would be some creepy shit because you can see who lives in what place. Yeah. And although you only see their avatar, I don't think we're not ready for Ready Player One.
We already, like Sean said, we're already there, unfortunately, because there's always privacy concerns. I think, remember that Face app that you could change,
we gave up privacy.
Your age,
gave up privacy before 9/11 and with MySpace, right? We gave up privacy.
Yeah.
Oh, with the social media boom?
Yes. And if anybody asks, I hate that question too when people are like, you have a MySpace? Yes. If you were born in the 80s, at this point, you have a MySpace. Yeah. You're around for somebody.
Yeah, with your homepage having all of the music and then the snowy effects and everything. It takes 15 minutes for your computer to load up the page.
You can set up music.
The top 8 and everything.
That wasn't licensed,
Yeah.
Woo.
This was back in the Kazaa, Morpheus, LimeWire.
Yeah.
I miss those times.
Freaking LimeWire gave your freaking computer AIDS and shit.
Definitely have
cyber AIDS. Yeah. I miss Pirate Bay.
It's still there.
It's still around.
It's still around.
Pirate Bay.
I wouldn't know.
That's how my friend gets all the episodes of stuff because that friend doesn't have the DC universe. So
how's your friend don't get caught? But they get messages all the time, especially if you
Okay, this is something that I'm actually working on. For a future episode of my other show.
Oh, you have another show?
Yes, I do. It's called the Geektopians.
Oh, the Geektopians. Yes. Where can I find that?
You can find that at sketchfedstudios.com.
Is that a plug?
That is a free plug for the Geektopians.
We're gonna move past this. Are we ready yet? Because I have a bone to pick with you.
Okay, you have a bone to pick with me, but let me finish up first. All right. So to finish up your point, I was looking at the file sharing world and the fact that nowadays it's literally part of our everyday lives. Whether we watch it on YouTube, whether we watch it on porn sites as a secret hidden video, right? It's out there no matter what. So places like Pirate Bay, even though they occasionally get caught and get arrested just so that they can show the people that they're doing something, and I use that in quotations, for the most part have been allowed because 9 times out of 10, that's how distribution of materials gets done. Mm-hmm. If you want to hear music, you go there. If you want to hear, if you want to watch a TV episode that you can't do because you can't afford the HBO Go account, or you can't swipe someone else's, that's where you go. This piracy thing is not new. We have been doing this piracy thing long before internet even became a thing by recording on our VHS tapes,
yeah, definitely.
And things like that. So with that being said, I'm going to end it right here because apparently Mr. Williams over here has a beef to pick with me.
Guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you're sitting at home listening to this episode, or if you're at work, Mr. Luc over here, as of recently, because of content on Sketchfed.com, has declared himself to be the face of Sketchfed. And I'm
now to put into clarity, let's put clarity into this. Ready? If you go to sketchfedstudios.com, right, and you check everything, like we're talking the pictures, the videos, and with the exception of WAG, right, and a couple other projects working down the line, you see my face is there. So therefore, ergo, vis-a-vis, I am the unofficial face of Sketchfed Studios. And to that, I want to say thank you. No. Because now I am a promoter. I am literally a person who can usher in a new world, a new era, a new, what is it? A new glory to Sketchfed Studios that has been lacking.
No. You got to promote him. You got to push him. He's asking to be pushed.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say it's sad for me to bring this news, but officially Sean Luc has been assassinated. He's no longer in the Jews for Geek podcast. He's no longer with us. Sometimes you might hear him laughing. He's a ghost. It was tragic how he was assassinated.
How was my alter ego assassinated? Please let me know.
Bath salts. He was assassinated by bath salts.
Wow, you're gonna kill me the Floridian way?
Florida, man.
He was assassinated by bath salts.
Damn.
Listen, it's better than me saying like, okay, ladies and gentlemen, G for Geek podcast. I'm sorry to tell you this, but Sean Luc is no longer with us. At 2:30 p.m., his body was found dead, surrounded by cocaine and prostitutes. He
I mean, what a way to go, right?
There was
I mean, minus the cocaine. Give me the prostitute.
there was a llama and a monkey in the room.
Oh shit.
Straight hangover status.
And there was just tons of breast milk for some apparent reason in bottles all around the bed. He lived a lavish life. He was full of himself, but he will be missed.
Oh, Charles.
Yes.
Why Sean can't be the face? He's asking to be the face.
Okay.
When you go on the website, you see his
I'm
face.
happy that you're new to the show because we kind of were talking about this earlier at like a briefing. For him to be the face, he has to finally give into something that I've been trying to do since we started Sketchfed Studios and G's for Geek. It is the Sean Luc holiday calendar.
Nope.
That we're doing for charity. So, ladies and gentlemen at home, as you know, Sean,
I am not exactly model worthy to be doing this.
I say this on every episode. Sean used to be a wrestler in the indie circuit named the Latin Lover.
Oh shit.
We want to do a calendar for charity for some organization out there of him being dressed up. And these are the terms. I want to recreate the terms on this day right now, right?
Okay.
On this day, I see clearly.
If you are a cosplayer that wants to dress Sean up for a particular month, feel free to reach out to the G's for Geek podcast, Sketchfed Studios,
That's not happening.
IG, Sketchfed, Twitter.
That's not happening.
We can sit down, we can discuss. I really want to make this calendar come to life. We can sell it for Christmas, and we can donate.
Yeah, donate for
We there's tons of charities.
kids are starving.
We can
dogs are
donate it to Puerto Rico.
There you go.
We can
See, why you gotta throw the guilt trip in there?
We can donate it because I feel like this is us giving back.
I'll buy 2 of those calendars.
Yeah.
You really think this guilt trip on?
Yeah, we can do this. And so many people that we know have said, you know what, Sean? Yes, you should do it.
You got the look.
Yeah.
What look? What is this?
You know what? For the month of June, we can dress him up as Thanos.
Why?
Yes, we could dress him as Thanos, right?
Why?
Right? And then I think May we could do Homer Simpson.
Okay. All
Oh,
right.
yeah, we could do Homer Simpson.
So no nudes, right? So basically just characters.
No. Valentine's Day, we could do Vader.
Okay, that's
We could do Vader.
Wait, why would you do Vader on Valentine's Day?
Have you not seen what you look like?
he got red. He got some red in him.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's not.
you look like Vader.
Damn.
You wouldn't dress me up as a freaking Cupid,
No.
like a normal person.
Vader Cupid.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vader Cupid.
Vader Cupid.
Oh, we can
have
do
the
that.
lightsaber as the arrow.
We can do that. Oh wait, Vader. Oh, I got it. I'm thinking like I'm talking to the wrestler.
You still on the wrestler, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
he's
talking
on
about
wrestling. We're
Darth
talking about
Vader.
Darth Vader.
No. The wrestler.
Okay. All right. So moving along.
Yeah,
Moving
please,
along.
thank you very
Well,
much. Let's talk about what's going on down the pipeline, shall we?
Oh.
Let's talk about Marvel.
Ooh. So we're going to do a Marvel episode.
Yes, this is a Marvel episode. It's better than doing a Star Wars episode.
Oh God. Never.
Shoot.
Never again. Even though that movie is coming out this year.
So I want to start this off by officially announcing that Disney Plus has announced the following series going into production and are already being filmed
Hashtag
right
free,
now.
Hashtag free plug.
Hashtag free plug for Disney Plus. For those who pre-order can get Hulu and ESPN Zone with Disney Plus service. And within there, they have Nat Geo, Marvel, Star Wars, and a bunch of others that you will be
I
enjoying.
just want to say to the people listening, like we're not sponsored. We're not getting a
Sound like a
dime.
good read too.
We're going.
I know, right?
We're
Until I
about
messed
to
it up
talk
at the
about.
end.
We're about to talk about Disney Plus, and you were selling.
Oh
it.
no, we're gonna, but I'm also gonna talk about certain other things.
I'm just saying
regarding Disney Plus shows.
you can't sell Disney Plus if we're not getting a check here.
Well, Charles, write to their people. Say, listen, that was a great read.
I know it
We're
was
retroactive some
I'm sorry,
money
I
to
did
us.
mess
Like
it up.
we just want some advertising money. That's it.
Yeah.
You know,
we can't get money from Disney because I made that joke earlier about you being assassinated.
jeez.
So
Well, I mean, What is it? Doesn't Disney have an adult market? Doesn't Touchstone Pictures still exist?
Can I cut a different death promo? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to the G's Freaky podcast, I have sad news. The artist formerly known as the Latin Lover has
This is the moment where I really miss that soundboard that we used to have.
Oh.
I really miss that soundboard.
We can get that back.
Because I could cut you off completely.
Okay, continue.
So yeah, no. Right now, what I have written down here is Loki, The Mandalorian, Monsters at Work, which is based off the Monsters Inc. franchise, Marvel's What If, starring Jeffrey Wright, who's an amazing actor, by the way. I love him to death, right? And he's starring as to be Uatu the Watcher, right? We also have Star Wars: The Clone Wars Season 7, which I can't freaking wait.
Yeah, because nobody cares.
I care because they showed a preview of what the season was beforehand. Like they had early modelings, like because before it got canceled and then subsequently went to Netflix, they had already pre-renderings of the at least the scripts of it with the voice actors already speaking through it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to the G for Geek podcast, I just want to say we have sad news. Sean Luc has passed away. He was super excited and couldn't wait for the new Disney Star Wars, Clone Wars.
So like I said, what it does is it brings closure to a lot of the overarching storylines.
He was found
including
autoerotic asphyxiation.
Including the storyline involving those cadets that grow up to be like the commanders and stuff like that, and they all eventually die out. And it's just a really tough and hard.
I wonder how George Lucas feels, being that article came out recently. There's an article that came out recently about his feelings and opinions that he kind of feels that Disney kind of like, broke their agreement and broke the understanding that he has of continuing.
My response to that is look at the prequels and let him be.
Well, keep in mind, and I said this in past episodes, this is the egg on your face, because when you sold over the Disney, you said to all those creators who wrote those novels that allowed for your franchise to be built, to then be put in a place that none of that stuff exists. So all of these writers and creators and artists who helped to build upon the franchise, even though you only really gave us 3 movies, later you gave us another 3 to kind of give us the future.
Really crappy Christmas special.
They built upon both the past and the present. You sold the rights over to Disney. Disney changed all of that. There's a lot of content that's no longer existing in canon, and now you're like, oh, wait a minute, Disney, because you have the full rights to everything, you're not going to go along with, and it's kind of like, as a fan, I don't feel sorry. Like, I enjoy your works as they've been produced, they're now ours, but now it's kind of like,
you took a deal and you have to suffer,
Agreed, and. Like, my issue with this is the fact that this is what we have to deal with every week. I'm just letting you know that. You may want to skip a few weeks just to get your mind right.
Yeah, but that's your favorite show that's coming out on Disney?
Yes, it is. So, dang, I forgot what I was going to say to you.
Good. We don't need to talk about anything else Star Wars, but here's some things we can talk about.
Thank you very much.
We can talk about Wanda and WandaVision.
Yes, we can talk about WandaVision.
We can talk about She-Hulk.
Okay, we'll talk about She-Hulk in a second, but let's just go over the list that they have already.
Okay. Yeah.
Which was WandaVision, which is going to be starting off as a sitcom, and then it's just going to go off the rails.
That's intriguing. I don't even understand that one.
It's supposed to be the start of Phase 4. Well, though
it's already started, right? So here's the deal with, and this is just a theory that I have right now, right? Based off the interviews and everything that they're saying, the reality, what happens is that Wanda starts snapping and starts rewarping reality, brings back Vision. Right, and it creates a Dick Van Dyke-like sitcom. And over the course of the episodes, you see her mind continually deteriorating and bringing in other characters.
But then that's really good, because I think.
But the goal is to let it lead. Hold on, the goal is to actually let it lead to the Doctor Strange movie, which is the Multiverse of Madness,
where he has to go in and save her. But the thing that I really love about Wanda's character, and we didn't get to see it in the present MCU movies, is that her ability is to control reality.
Yeah.
I think by putting it into a show, it's going to be like Legion.
Yes.
Where Legion has the ability is another mutant that has the ability to control reality. But here's some things that I was thinking. And Disney, here let's go into. Can I go into?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All
Do
right.
your thing.
So Disney, here in G's for Geek, we have a new segment that's called "We're going to pitch it to you." All right. I'm going to pitch some ideas. Let's sit down. Let's talk about this. All right. So one idea that I had, as far as WandaVision, right, that I want to pitch to Disney is, and maybe this is something that's already in play, is that she changed reality to the point it's because of her mutants now exist.
That I am hoping happens. It's like the opposite of House of M.
All right.
It's like it'll be the complete opposite, which will be amazing because then also with everything that happened, and I know you were going to talk about this later, but I just wanted to bring something up. And the other characters, other big name characters,
like
Fantastic Four and all of them can come in as well because then now with the snap and all that stuff, right? And I know you're going to talk about this about another character.
Well, here's the pitch for that, for Fantastic Four, right? And it's not even for Fantastic Four. There's a fan theory going around that I think would work great to bring Galactus into the MCU to be the big bad. The fan theory is during the second snap that Thanos does, when he destroys the Infinity Gems, he creates a contingency plan for the universe. And his contingency plan, he creates a devourer, somebody that devours the planet to make sure that the universe stays policed and regulated. That would be a great way to bring in Galactus. That's just my idea. There's probably geeks
it's a great fan theory, and it does bring a lot of pomp and circumstance to it because think about it. Thanos has become such a large fixture over the 10 years. Having his legacy, right, still remain even after his death, right, still would be such a nightcap.
Well, remember, like, when you're talking about Galactus, you still have to talk about the Celestials. And although the movies the
Eternals is coming out. The Eternals is coming out, and that is going to bring in a lot of lore regarding the Celestials. So that's going to be very interesting.
But that may also be the way that they bring Galactus into.
I mean, they could.
I feel
but
like
they also going to bring
Disney.
in
My pitch is if you go with the fan theory, that's the way. My last pitch to Disney. This one I think is awesome. Sean isn't a real fan of one of the characters in this pitch.
I know. Just replace it with the other show that's coming out, and I'll talk about that later.
Disney, we get it. Your deal with Netflix, you decided to cancel all those shows. You started doing the Disney Plus service, which, you know what? Kudos. You got me on board. I'm here with you.
Yeah, man.
But here's the pitch, right? Reach out to me. It's Charlie Radio Williams at G's for Geek. Catch me on my IG. But here's the pitch, right? We bring back Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Iron Fist. Hold on. And Luke Cage, right? And we call it the Defenders Year 1. After the snap. So they're in New York City. Yep. It's year 1 after the snap, and they're kind of the local heroes who are trying to keep peace in like Manhattan, the Bronx, and so forth. Yeah. Okay. And Sean isn't a fan of Iron Fist. He's not a fan of the actor Iron Fist.
Okay. It wasn't the best show. The writing was disgusting. And even though the second season improved upon, how can you really improve upon shit by glittering it?
But if you create Defenders Year 1, right? Let's say we get rid of Iron Fist because there's too many brawlers on that team anyway.
Yeah.
I would say what we can do is 1, bring back Agent Coulson from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay.
And
he's technically back.
He's kind of leading the Defenders.
Okay.
Right? That way he kind of comes back, but he's not in the MCU, but he's in the streaming.
Netflix verse?
Yeah, he's in the it's now the Disney Plus verse, all right?
Yeah.
All right. So in Disney, I want to coin that I just said Disney verse universe, so don't take that either.
You do understand that the Disney shows...
The mouse owns everything.
No. I was going to say the Disney shows based on Marvel are still within the MCU.
I'm just saying.
So technically it's still MCU.
Even though they said that Agent Coulson is dead in the MCU, he's not. He'll never be in another MCU movie. So that's what I'm saying. If we bring him over to the streaming service, you still get the ability to cross in to Defenders Year 1. And then you can also bring in like Moon Knight. Well, we can't bring in Black Cat because
Yeah, that's a whole other conversation to have later. That's the Sony divorce.
You could do She-Hulk,
which is what I wanted.
You could bring in She-Hulk into.
I wanted to bring in Jessica.
I think an awesome character you can bring in that I think people would enjoy. It would be like a pre-mutant is if you brought in X-23.
How about this? Even better. Introduce Shang-Chi into the Defenders Year One and then have him do his movie.
Oh, you would replace Iron Fist
with Shang-Chi. Yeah, and then this way it introduces the character to the universe, and then when he has his movie, there'll be more fanfare to it.
I think that would be kind of cool. And then if Disney also just like how they have plans to like cross Loki back in, and they can even do episodes where like during year one, like the Defenders come across Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm. Okay, as Ronin.
Yeah, right. Like what and I think that's just some once again, Disney, reach out to me. I have scripts.
I think you need to reach out to them.
No, Disney. Yeah, Disney.
Multi-billion-dollar company.
Disney knows everything, right? So they can reach out to me.
The moment we said the word Disney, radars and basically all our phones were tapped, and next thing you know, they were like,
one of those words. Somebody said Disney.
Somebody said Disney.
Track them.
Send the ninja assassins.
Track them now. But I'm saying, like, once you say the word Disney, like Disney's automatically.
Someone's pick it up. Is any of these shows going to be available at launch, or a lot of it's going to be a little bit after?
I think The Mandalorian is going to be at launch.
Yeah.
All right. A lot of these Netflix shows, I think, though, not Netflix. Woo! Netflix shows are canceled. A lot of the Disney Plus streamings are still filmed. Yeah. So, and then we still have to worry about the shows that they just announced at D23, which is once again She-Hulk, which I wanted to talk about, Miss Marvel, and Moon Knight.
Well, we're gonna wrap up with the whole She-Hulk.
Yeah, and let me, yeah.
So right now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you know this, but when Captain Marvel came out, there's been a lot of trolls. There's this whole back and forth that why is Marvel, why is Disney, why are we focused on women superheroes? It's just feeding the genre.
Even though this has been going on for generations.
So once again, the trolls are back. People don't know how
to read comics.
The trolls are back.
They are back. Allow me.
Yeah, go
allow
ahead.
me. Please allow me.
Tag.
Wait. All right. Tagged in. All right. So when they announced She-Hulk, the internet was ablaze. Everybody was happy. The glory, children were fluttering everywhere. The grass turned greener from gamma radiation. Everything was all well in the world, with the exception of the fools on the Twitter and Instagram verse, who literally went around and said, why do we need a female version of the Hulk when we have the Hulk already? Why are you womenizing all different characters of Marvel? Okay. These people did not know that She-Hulk is an actual character.
Who is the cousin?
The cousin
of Bruce Banner.
Bruce
gets injured and get a blood transfusion from Bruce himself.
And even still, let's not even go that route. Let's go a different route. When we had the red She-Hulk, which is this girl. Betty Ross. Let's say we go that route because she's an already established character.
Well, I think that's because you have a lot of fans who say that they're fans, but they really don't know comics.
Yeah, how hard is it to just Google it? Like you read it, you get triggered, and you're like,
so I have a problem,
and then you just type it in.
Okay. I see what you
can basically just read basically all like, this comic book was decades old.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't see. The problem is that they get triggered and automatically all logic escapes.
Triggered.
Yeah.
And I've seen it a lot on my own timeline with a bunch of people that I have.
Yeah.
Right? The moment they hear or see something, automatically it's a trigger for, it's X, Y, and Z. Yeah. Why are you blaming this person? Why are you blaming this culture? Yeah. Why are you blaming this? Why are you doing that? Why are they trying to be so PC?
Yeah.
Right?
If they took 5 minutes to research, like do a little research, you'd be like, okay, this is already established.
Listen, that's
property.
5 minutes of their brain that they don't have right now.
Well, once again, and now I want to say once again, I'm going to tackle this. Mm-hmm. All right. I feel, and I'm not trying to attack anybody, but understanding this particular group of trolls, incels, there are people out there who see this narrative that if things aren't the way that they want it to be, if it's not, male first, masculinity first, that the world doesn't work for them, and that's a very sad thing, once again, these characters have always existed. You're mad that Captain Marvel exists. You're once again, putting these characters out there to help progress the story.
Right.
It's not like it's done intentionally to be oh, we want to be pro women, we want to be pro men. It's just,
well, I know definitely many people who have that feeling of they're using women as using that as a prop to promote the movie instead of just, I guess, having a great story and great characters. I did not watch Captain Marvel. Did you guys watch it?
I saw it.
I saw it. Good.
It's hard.
Okay. The controversy was not warranted. However, it was still a by the books Marvel movie.
Like her, as I guess, was it Brie?
Brie Larson.
Was she a good actress in your opinion?
For that role, I felt she was.
She was good.
I felt like she could have done better, but at the same time, Captain Marvel as a character is so OP that there's really nothing.
Well,
much
it's
more
like
you
Wanda.
Can do.
But it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in Scarlet Witch.
But Scarlet Witch they built.
But no, they haven't though. We've seen her powers. We don't know if she's genetic because she got her powers from the Tesseract, or if she's a mutant. So keep in mind.
But that's the
thing.
thing.
The fact that Disney is now going through this timeline of showing that she can control reality. Come on, that's super OP.
I mean,
really.
Yeah.
Out of all the people
but Wanda in the comics has also been known to be very OP to the point where she literally left. And correct me if I'm wrong. Literally at the end of House of M, 127 mutants, I believe,
lost their power.
Alive. With their powers still. The entire mutant population.
Well, keep in mind, don't forget E for Extinction. Don't forget E for Extinction.
Yeah, but
which House of M just kind of came along. For those that don't know, these are two different series in comic books in the Marvel universe. Starting with E for Extinction, where 93% of mutants lost their abilities, or is it it's like something in the 90s? They lose their abilities, and then later on, another arc that comes is House of M, the death of Magneto, where Wanda loses her mind. She changes reality.
No, I think it was the death of her children.
No, it was the death of Magneto.
I don't
Magneto
think so.
dies. He dies because. Yeah, it's the death of Magneto. He dies. Everybody wants his body for some reason. She goes super psycho because this was also, I believe this is during the same time as, and if I'm wrong, people just hit me with your comments.
They probably will.
Yeah, they definitely will.
With Avengers Disassemble.
That I remember, yeah.
Avengers Disassemble happens at the same time that House of M starts.
Right.
So it's another one of those, an alternate reality, kind of like Age of Apocalypse. Yeah. And so
but I think they made House of M canon, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, come on, let's be honest, and not to dwell on this long. Marvel's formula is when shit gets shitty and the writing starts to not make sense, we're going to create an alternate universe, and then we're going to have to send in
all
a team.
comics.
No, because DC is different. DC will be like, you know what? We're just going to go back to year one.
Yeah, and that doesn't work either.
It
really doesn't work.
We're just
that New 52 was not great.
We're just going to go directly back to year one. Yeah.
Interesting. But going back to the Captain Marvel, just the idea of women, leads in the movies. There is issues where some trolls obviously don't even take the time to even research, or many.
Man, that I've never seen a trollverse actually go and take over Rotten Tomatoes.
I was happy that
before the movie even came out.
I was happy that Thor was fighting trolls. He fought a video game troll.
It's just the idea that it's going to...
New Master 69.
He fought. Yeah, the new Master 69 needed to be put down. He needed to know that out there's a superpower that will not stand, and Thor stepped up and was like, you know what? You will not.
Han, I do apologize. This is going to happen often where he's just going to cut in on our conversations.
Listen, after this episode, Han knows what's going to happen.
But I'm wondering who's going to be the She-Hulk. Who's going to be?
Ronda Rousey is
no, I don't want Ronda Rousey.
They're not a fan of her.
I'm not. It's not the fact that I'm not a fan of her acting ability. I don't think she would play the She-Hulk role right.
Who would be?
I think in my dream casting,
she's not tall enough.
My dream casting would be Stephanie Beatrice from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, I can see that.
I can see that too. Yeah.
I can see that.
I kind of think with the character you're talking about, but it's what
Rosa.
Rosa. Oh yeah, definitely.
It's Rosa.
Yeah, definitely.
Rosa.
Definitely.
Rosa.
All right, gentlemen. is that it for the show? Do we have anything else?
So I think there was one more thing that we had to do, but
once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're joined with our new technician who has clearly made his way onto the show vocally. Han, feel free to look more into him on Sketchfed.com. He'll be with us on reoccurring episodes.
Exactly. Once I figure out how to work any of these things.
Don't worry. That's why we
work all those buttons that you have over there.
Yeah. Then you're gonna bring a soundboard soon.
You talk.
Listen. It's gonna get worse because from this point on, we're gonna have a plexiglass, right? We're just gonna separate you from society. Your total focus. We're gonna keep bringing you soups of food so you don't leave.
Criminal Minds.
CSI.
As long as it's not SVU.
What is that? As long as it's not SVU.
Okay, first of all, SVU, that requires us doing some very unsavory stuff to him.
That's what I'm trying
we're
to say.
good.
Yeah, exactly.
Clearly, you guys have not watched the greatest show ever, Criminal Minds.
Not really, no. I have
it's
watched
about
it.
Serial killers.
I have watched it, and it's really disturbing. Mine Hunters? Mine Hunters?
Oh god,
that sounds familiar, but
oh my god, it's about like the BS. All right, we'll talk about that on another episode.
Yeah.
So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on the Geeks for Geek podcast. We've been away for a while. We're back, and hopefully we were either funny or we were disturbing. And feel free to send us comments. Comments, likes, shares,
subscribe, and listen. We're everywhere where podcasts are being played, and please just give us the love, show us the feedback, and we will improve because you guys want us to improve, and I'm very happy about that.
So, with that being said, this is Charlie Radio Williams,
and this is Sean Luc,
and we are the Otaku Anime Boys.
Oh Lord have mercy!
No, Wag's not gonna.
Our sister show, Wag, Watery Anime Girls.
We'll have them on.
That's their actual name.
Yeah, the Watery Anime Girls.
So now this fool wants to go ahead and compete.
No, I'm not. Don't say that I'm competing. All right, because you keep putting stuff out there like I want to compete, and then it becomes this thing like I'm competing. I'm not competing.
I love how it's not a competition. We're in the same umbrella.
Aren't we getting off air?
Yes, we are, and we are.
And we are out of here.
Really?
And we are. This is my catchphrase.
All right. See you soon.
And we are out of here. Are you happy?
Yes.
Yeah. So I was trying to get the last word.
Why?
Because you're the face. But this I keep telling you, I'm Conan O'Brien. You're Andy Richter.
Ooh. That's why I'm better looking than you.
Oh, fuck you.
All right, cut.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is on the Geeks for Geek podcast. I'm sad to say that Sean Luc is no longer with us. It was tragic. I found out at 4 a.m. this morning. His bathtub was running over with jelly beans. He was found with one leg.
A bathtub full of jelly beans.
He was found with one leg out.
We are literally having the Hispanic goodbye right now. Where it's like we're saying goodbye like 5-6 different times.
There was a monkey.
Somebody still has something to say.
He had some camel toe somewhere in there. I don't know how. It was just a disturbing death. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Okay, rest in peace.
Okay.
Sean, all right. Okay.
Oh no, I'm dead. Apparently I'm dead. You killed me.